G'day viewers, it's Michael here again, and welcome back to Single Racer, and welcome to Automobilista version 1.0. Yes, it's finally dropped about half an hour ago in Australia. I'm so excited, especially to see Bathurst has been included in the version 1 release. I didn't expect it. I knew it was coming, but I thought it was around July, so I'm so excited to give it a go, and we'll just go through some settings there. I've reduced the opponent level just because I don't want to be too far in the back of the field if they're too quick. I've made it 20 cars including myself for a full field, and I'll set the weather to 4 o'clock. I might make it 3 laps just to get a good gauge on how the cars handle the track and things like that. So we'll start her off now. I'm just so excited. And but just two things. I'm using the Rift mic just so I can talk while I drive, so excuse the poor quality, and also excuse any head shaking. You know, I'm a bad talker when I have the Rift on, and I normally call you know, do it from a replay, but I'm just so excited. I want to give this a go. Just to experience it. And the car's running default. I haven't changed anything. I'll do all that when I get more comfortable with what the version 1 has to offer in all its other details. So I'm just so excited to give it a go. So please bear with me if it's a little bit shaky. So we're ready to go. Okay. And we're off. Now, one thing I have to be careful of is not to over rev the car, because these things have 600 brake horsepower and it just wants to spin incessantly. And one thing I like already is just how the AI is spreading out. They're not too much in a straight line. Now, I've driven a few sims that have Bathurst, and there's a couple I don't like the way they do their corners. I have a look at those brake lights, so I just want to do a gentle first lap just so I can get a sense of how sharp a couple of the corners that I don't like in other sims are, and we'll see. And look at those brake lights, look absolutely fantastic. And the other thing I want to see is just how much they balk, because on one of my Assetto Corsa Bathurst versions, you just can't race them. They just keep crashing through these sections. So that's why I put them down to 90, just to hopefully get them all through. And this looks fantastic. I'm still in last spot, but I'm not worried about that. I just want to get a sense of what the track is like. Ooh. Oh, fantastic. Sort of, it's not the easiest trying to look down at the gears and talk and keep concentration at the same time. Now I know how gamer muscle feels. Alright, let's try and get a good run out of the straight here. Oh no, too much wheel spin. That's what I mean. These cars are deadly to drive if you give the throttle too much. Okay. Now, one thing I do notice straight away is that there's been talk that AMS2 uses the flatter trees, but that's to help out with the frame rates, and I don't mind that, but it is more noticeable on this track than others. But that's a good thing for us VR users too, because it just makes it smoother overall. You know, anything to help the frame rates where it doesn't really matter that much. You know, you're more focused on the racing than anything. Okay, so let's go for a better second lap. See if I can catch a couple of cars. Oh gee, she wanted to spin out there. Oh, I'm a bit wild. Absolutely fantastic driving these cars. I think the Super V8s are one of the best cars in the game. Okay, let's try some passing manoeuvres here. Hopefully he'll go wide a bit. Squeeze through, yep. Oh, I like this already. This is fantastic. Trying to keep that wheel spin down though. Oh, this is a great feeling, Bathurst. At least in my opinion it is. Oh, there's no silly dip here. Oh, can I get past him? No. Oh, try and come in tight here. That's it. Oh, this is such good racing. I like the way they've balanced the AI. They've definitely made a lot of improvements to this sim over the short time in early access. Look how they're spread out too. I really like that. They're not just in one continuous line. That is fantastic. As we go flying through here, break around here, try and pull her up. I like it. Trying to get that power down is just awesome. I think I've got one more lap to go, yep. Oh. Now I'm not catching them, but that's a good thing to me, is because that means that you could do practice and qualifying and really try your hardest to get up the field. And then start from midfield, or you could just put yourself there. Of course, you've got that option. All right, let's try for the best lap. I'm down a bit, but I should be able to make that up with a bit of space. There we go. I'm not sure it's a good idea going on the outside. I'm better off because they usually go on the outside. There we go, and tuck up inside. That's better. It's slowing my lap time down, but that's the best way to overtake. Oh, and there's a huge bit of wheel spin. Oh. One thing I might suggest that I might do is in a lot of the sims is just to turn the AI down, the engine volume down a little bit, because you tend to lose, I go a lot by the sound of the motor, what the engine's doing, so I don't have to look down to change gears, but that often gets lost when the engine sounds of the other cars are too high. So you hear them, but you can't hear yourself. So that's one suggestion. Yep, I'm up, that's good. Oh, this is fantastic. I am so happy with this. Conquer the mountain, it says, yeah, absolutely. And don't you reckon I'm going to be doing a few time trials in this? Oh, I love the squirm in this. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. The car in front must have had a bit of an off. Well, that's not a good way to finish, but you get the idea at least. Oh, this is absolutely fantastic. Alright, we'll leave it there, folks. Let's just see what time I did do. Where am I? So I'll be down the bottom, of course. 2:16, so plenty of time. It's not bad, but plenty of time to make up there. I reckon I could get a 2:12 if I'm hot lapping or somewhere around there. So I hope you enjoyed that. Again, apologies for the head shake, but that's why I don't like doing VR live. I prefer to sort of hold it steady in replay. So I hope you enjoyed that though. So this is Michael signing out for Single Racer. I'll catch you next time, most likely on Bathurst. See you later.